West, as you can see, is a busy man. In just 5 years, he has sold nearly 20 million albums. He has won 12 Grammys. He's written a book. He's launched a foundation. And his latest CD, 808s and Heartbreak, is racing up the charts. So please welcome Kanye West.
Have you seen Barbara in her panties before an interview? We need to know.
I can't speak on that.
Okay.
We did an interview for 10 Most Fascinating People. It was, what, 4 years ago? How did I look in the brown panties? Do you remember?
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the way it is. That's the way it is. And I appreciate you not discussing it further today. That's very thoughtful of you. Anyway, your latest CD, 808s and Heartbreak, you have said is the most personal album that you've done. And tell us why and how.
Well, I was dealing with or still am, dealing with a lot of heartbreak. And after my mother passed, at that point in my life, I really didn't have anything to lose. And a lot of artists, you know, they get so caught up in what the fans want them to do and what they've done before that they don't express themselves at the point they're at in their life at that point. And I've always been really into melody, and I've always been very self-conscious about singing, but I love singing in the shower, and I could come up with all these great melodies and work with John Legend and work with Alicia Keys and, you know, help them, you know, come up with some of the stuff. And I just wanted to express, you know, my feelings through song. And I wanted to come up with a sound that I felt was very international, used very worldly drums, taiko drums, very cinematic, and also auto-tune. It's a big thing in the urban community about too much auto-tune, not enough auto-tune, and it being a cheesy sound, which we actually used on the first album.
Right.
And dance groups always use auto-tune and everything. And I thought it was interesting for me, being a true artist, to use a medium that people in my community didn't respect and say, okay, you know, I'm one of the more respected artists, and I'm going to use this medium and make great music with it. Yeah.
When we did our interview together, your mother was with us, and I know how close you were, and you had not only the grief, but you had to go through the grief in public, which must have been even more difficult. Now you can express it in this album.
Yeah. Well, I feel like the album maybe was like it's like me sitting on the couch in front of the world, like sitting on like talking to a therapist, and I had to scream it out because, you know, when you hold anger or lies or secrets or anything in your heart, then it can tear you up. You can implode, you know.
Is that why it took only, because normally your albums take a long time. This only took 3 weeks, I'm told. Is that accurate? Yeah,
we just I go to Hawaii to just calm down, because sometimes when I'm in New York, it's so much stuff happening that my nerves start.
Right.
So we just went in and I just did it as an expression, and I could have just put it out as a mixtape and everything and just put it out, but I wanted people to really hear it and soak it in. And I had all these songs and these melodies in me. I also worked with Kid Cudi, who made the song Day and Night. I toss and turn, it's on my mind. Mr. Hudson, a few different R&B artists were down there, and we decided to just really not worry about what was on the radio at that time.
Just go. Just do it.
Yeah, just do it quickly, yeah.
Kanye, excuse me, Chris Allen from American Idol sung your song Heartless a week before the finale. And we have a clip of it, and we'd like to get your reaction to Chris's rendition of your song. Let's see the clip.
In the night, I hear him talk, the coldest story ever told. Somewhere far, 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 and lost his soul to a woman so harmless. Oh, how could you be so heartless?
Wow. Yeah, what did you think of his rendition?
You're wrong.
Yeah, it's amazing. Everybody who sings the song sings better than me. Is it such a problem? It's in a lot of the Fray, one of my favorite rock bands, covered it.
Yeah.
And that song got played on American Idol twice. It's always since the college dropout, I always felt like I made melodies, you know, that were like, I feel like country and Broadway melodies are like the greatest, because I'm always looking for stuff that sweeps up and down the scale. So you say, in the night I hear him talk, coldest story ever told. Somewhere far along this road, he lost his soul to a woman so heartless. That could be like, if it's country, like, in the night I hear him talk, coldest story ever told. Somewhere far along this road, he lost his soul to a woman so heartless. Like,
Absolutely,
that could translate, you know. Well, actually, me and Lady Gaga are going on tour now. With no, she's talented, and she's so incredible that she's not an opening act. We're doing our show together with no opening act.
While you are in a singing mood, when we did our interview those years ago, you did a rap for me. Do you have a little rap you could do for all of us?
Oh man, I'm kind of being put on the spot. Let me see if I can make some.
Make one up about her bra and panties.
No. This is a true talent. Okay.
Kanye Omari with my entourage, no Ari, in a motorcycle jacket, no Harley. She said, dude, that's cool, gnarly.
Book you wrote with someone. Thank you, and you're welcome. You have. It's like a book about your philosophies. Yes. One of them says, "Get used to getting used." Explain. What do you mean by that?
Well, that's my favorite one. In the book, it says, to most people, saying to use someone carries a negative connotation, but I don't see it that way. To miss, over, or abuse someone is negative. To use someone is necessary, and if you can't be used, then you're useless.
So you're just reframing the word use.
Yeah,
use, rather.
Yeah, because people use it so negatively. I feel like, you know, in people's lives, it should always be a thank you and you're welcome moment. Like, sometimes people have agendas where they're trying to get more out of you than what you're trying to give. It should be a give and take. I mean, that's...
What she got, Cherry?
You know, no, I just wanted to ask you, because I know that you are keeping your mother's legacy alive through the Kanye West Foundation, and she started this in 2007. Can you tell us about that organization?
Well, I came to my mom and said I really want to get into some charity work, and there were some ideas of, you know, charities already around, and we came up with this idea of doing music production courses that should be implemented in the high schools, because when I was in school, all they had was pianos and drums, and you know, I still can't really play the piano, so no one ever knew that I could possibly make it in music, because they didn't have drum machines and Pro Tools and things that people really used to record. And I would like run home from, you know, school to go and try to record on my little 4-track that cost like $250 and stuff. But it's like, what if we put those production that equipment in the schools? And what's really going on the radio, the same type of equipment that Soulja Boy used to sell millions of records was in the school, and use that as inspiration for, you know, kids to want to have perfect attendance and have great grades.
Is that what the shirt is?
Yeah, that's what it is. That's our logo right there, right there that Joseph's wearing.
It's a great graphic.
Who's Joseph?
Love it.
Who's got the shirt on?
That's his
Well,
logo.
And now, and also too, you have a concert tomorrow that you're doing for 3,000 of your fans in Chicago. That's going to be on the Channel Fuse. How did this concert come about, where you're performing for the kids?
Well, let's throw right over here. Where
Either give him a microphone or tell us, okay?
Oh, can you tell us how the concert came about, Kanye?
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. Well, Mr. Abrams right here had an idea. He's 15 years old, but I call him Mr. because he's a complete animal with the way he approached the Chicago public schools. And he heard that this mother enticed her kids to go to school with some Lil Wayne tickets. And he had that idea for kids in the public schools. And he came and said, if you guys have perfect attendance, you'll get to come and see Kanye West backstage. Really? I don't talk in third person like I'm crazy. Good to see me. Good to see me backstage. And like the next day, they had like a 93% attendance. Really? And the school had never had that before. And me and my mother threw this concert 2 years ago. And now I feel a real, dedication to make this a really, really great foundation and everything. And also, I really wanted to explain to people that these shoes that came out with Nike that just sold out across the world,
Nice.
all the proceeds went to the Loop Dreams Kanye West Foundation.
Kanye, it's such a pleasure to have you on with us. We all want to say thank you, and you're welcome. And we wish you good luck in whatever you're doing. Kanye West, everybody. We'll be right back.